let's make a 3D Plant vs Zombie style of game in Unity. So let's start by creating a new scene. You could just click on Ctrl N from your device and let's just select the basic built-in outdoors one in HDRP. So if you are setting up your project for the first time, I'm using Unity 2023.3.0A8 as you can see, and I've set it up so that I can use HDRP with it because that just gives us better visual quality. And now we are presented with a new scene. Let's do Ctrl S and save it inside the project files. Let me just find it. And here it is, asset and scenes. Let's just name it as main game. Now it's saved. Let's go into the scene view. So first thing, let's try and recreate the very first level. And in today's video, we are actually gonna make the visual style of it, graphics and all. And as from next episode, we are gonna start to code. So let's start. Right click here. Let's create a new game object, which is a cube, and let's just name it as ground. And reset its transform here. Now let's just adjust it so that it's nice and big. So let's just do about 50 in every direction except for the Y, which can be 1. And yeah, that's big enough. Now let's just align our view. So let's just have it here. So Ctrl Shift F so we can snap our camera here. And let's just enable the HDRP dynamic resolution. Let's have subpixel morphologic anti-aliasing, stop nonce, and all these things we can leave as is for now. So that's big enough. We are actually seeing the whole ground. Of course, you could adjust the position if you want by moving it around, adjusting the field of view if you want, but I'll leave it at 60 for now. So once this is done, I went ahead and found an HDRI sky that we'll use as our cube map. Let me find it. It's somewhere around here. Where is it? Let me find it and I'll be right back. Yes, so here it is. Here it is. The Klufendal for 33D Clear Pure Sky 8K. So I found this from a link. I'll leave it down below, or it should appear on screen right now, which is the Polyheaven. They have some really nice textures, HDRI skies, and even 3D models there. Really recommend to check it out. So once you get this, it's gonna be in this format. When you import it in the editor, it's gonna be an image. Let me show you. It will be this way. So for us to be able to use it, we need to make it in a cube map. And the way to do this is to come here, select it. In your inspector, in texture shape, just click on cube and hit apply. And that's it. Now let it load. Once this is done, let's just click on sky and fog volume, and let's just expand visual environment. Click on background type cloud and add a cloud layer, ambient mode dynamic, and sky type HDRI sky. Now let's just delete the physically based sky and add a new override, sky HDRI sky. Now let's just toggle this one and drag and drop this here. As you can see, our sky is indeed here. We can save that, and as you can see, it's here. Now you could play around with the intensity if you want. So let's just an exposure of 13.1 for instance would be adequate. Now once this is done, let's also add some clouds, again sky and cloud layer, click on all, and here you could add a little bit of green horizontal, and let's just play with the orientation a bit. As you can see, the cloud starts moving. We could also play with the speed as well, and we could also just use it so that it casts shadows on our plane once there are clouds up top. And that's done. Now let's also add another layer of cloud, which is the volumetric cloud, and hit on enable local clouds. This will generate better clouds, as you can see. And let's just play around with these settings. If you want, you could also enable shadows here, and as you can see, there is a cloud just on top of us. And yeah, for this one, that's it. You could play with the settings here again. It's simple. It's cloudy, you could sparse, there could be a stormy. There's different kind of settings and presets that you can choose from. Let's just go with this one, hit save. So now we've got this basic thing set up. Let's add a house here, and let's color this to be our moon. So I've already went ahead and downloaded some 3D models. Here's the house, so we can just drag and drop this here. Let's just rotate it 90 degrees here and move it to around here, put it back here, just here. Let's leave a small space for our land mowers if we plan on adding those to be here. And now let's just like this, and here we'll add on vegetations, so nowhere is here. Let me just go grab some asphalt textures and I'll come. So I managed to get some textures again from Polyheaven. Let's just declare these as normal map first and apply. These I can have it in 4K and no compression. Of course, you could change these settings if you want, but we want to have the best quality, and this isn't the game that we are gonna publish, so we can remove these compressions if you want. So now let's just go again here into our materials, and in our grass, let's lock it and come in textures. Where is it? Textures. Drag and drop this one here, and drag and drop its normal map here, and let's have this as white. Let's just have it as green itself. This is a little bit too big, so what we could do is to increase the size of this to something that you feel would be better. And one really important thing is here, let's just have it as mirror, so it removes this repetitive texture a little bit, it breaks that repetitiveness. Let's just select our material again, and in our normal map you could change it to have it more 3D like. Of course, too much is a little bit not too pretty, so let's just have it around 1.1, and this looks pretty good to me. Now let's just repeat steps for the asphalt. For this one, let's just have it as white because our texture is already black. So let's just select this white. Again, lock it up top. Select the textures, which is the asphalt, and we also have the normal map. And here we can play with the tiling so we get it just right. This looks a little bit too big though. This does indeed look a little bit too big, so let's just come here and let's just have it as mirror and apply. And select our materials again. And let's just play with these a little bit. Let's just have it as 3 and 3 and 2, 1 perhaps. For the sake of this, let's just increase its length to somewhere like that. And let's just put this here. I think this looks okay. And then let's just assign the ground one to this one. And again, come here, textures, and let's just assign this one here. And this normal map here, and let's just play with these settings a little bit to make it a little bit more smaller. Basically, let's just have it really small, and let's just play around with the normal map a little bit to give it this nice 3D-like texture, as you can see. Although the asphalt is quite big, let's just take this a little bit better. Let's just select the materials with this, the asphalt, and let's just play with these settings. That's too big. Okay, here it is, and now I just have it a little bit larger. I believe this is starting to look way better. Now let's just modify its width to how it was. Let's just increase its size a little bit. This road, where's the scale? Here, let's just move it up here a little bit. And yeah, I believe that this is quite nice now. Well, definitely better than it was. We've set everything rightly. Okay, good. And now that this is done, we can save everything. And yeah, so let's just add a little bit of post-processing now to make this scene a little bit prettier. And then this will mark the end of this episode. And in next episode, we'll take a look at the plants and zombies, how we can add them to the scene and do the basic UI and stuff. So for the post-processing, let's just select the DXR setting here, and let's just on-screen space reflection, let's enable these. Let's do a mix of ray tracing and remarching. And for the quality, it's okay, we can leave these as is, again remarching as well, mixed. And let's just have it as high in quality, and that's that. Now let's just have some more ray tracing. Let's do path tracing as well. This will be for thumbnail generation. As you can see, we cannot use it in real time because of the noise level, But if you compare this, as you can see, just adding the path tracer, it already yields more realistic result. So we can use this to make the thumbnail or the teaser images for our game, which is awesome. And let's just do NVIDIA optics here. As you can see, that's pretty good. Now let's just disable this. As you can see, the effect of the path tracer here, if we just take this, take a look at how it is, and if we were to just disable it, as you can see, quite impressive. And let's just also have subsurface scattering enabled with ray tracing. And let's just increase the sample count a bit. And what else? This would be good. And let's just add some high quality lines to improve these edges a little bit. And shadowing, let's just add some shadows here, make it better. And let's just also have some micro shadows and contact shadows. Shadowing, contact shadows, all, and just enable it. These are more subtle, so you may not see as much of an impact or effect on the actual image. Now let's just have a tone mapping. Let's just have it as ASUS for HDR work. Another post-processing thing that we can have is a little bit of film grain, just to give this small cinematic kind of appearance. Let's just play around with the different grain styles. It's too subtle. Yeah, that's better. And let's just also find other things. Screen space lens flare, this is also nice. Let's just have its intensity up top a little bit, 5. 3 feels good. And let's play around with the scaling a little bit. And this kind, like this. And if you don't know what the lens flare is, so let's just add a 3D object, a sphere for instance. Let's just have it sit right here. Okay, so we can see it here. And let's just assign a material here, one that I've done already. Where is it? Is it here? No, it's in the 3D models here, and it's in the object. I just add this sun here. As you can see, there is a small amount of screen flare around it. Of course, you can change the effect of it to your liking. You can change the length and all to make it better. And that's basically what the screen flare is for, to just give a little bit more of a cinematic feel to it. And now that's done, let's also add a little bit of blue. And let's just play with the intensity a little bit. Just play with the intensity a little bit, not too much blue. This is enough. Post-processing, and what else can we add? I think that's all for today. Let's just add some vignetting as well. And So this is what vignetting is. So it just darkens the corner a little bit. Let's just add a little bit of this, just a little bit. Yeah. So this was before and this is after. Subtle change, but it does make everything seems a little bit more polished. So that's all for today. Hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial for today. In next episode we are gonna try and add the plants here, make the UI and be able to drag and drop it into the lawn. And we also will try and decorate the environment a little bit better. And yeah, also do leave a like, subscribe if you have not already, and leave a comment about everything else that you want to add, that you want me to explain perhaps, and any other questions or queries that you have. So on this note, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!